Hey guys, your boy Mark back with another video. Here with my first ever, and I can't believe I'm saying this, physical media anti-haul. Now, I stole this title from the YouTube user Haunted Hippie. Yeah, I watched a video recently about, it was saying don't collect movies, curate them. And, that is so true, because think about it. You're an individual, you're not a library, you're not a streaming service either. So, unless you have like tons of space, and look at my room. This room is pretty small. Well, there's also a big bed that takes up a good chunk of it, but you know what I mean. So, and I thought about it for a while. It wasn't something I ever thought I would do, but I have a whole bunch of movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, some of it even TV shows that I decided I'm gonna sell. I might change my mind after this video is already uploaded on today, the 17th of February, 2026. It's not that, a lot of these things I do like and love, but I'll get to my reasons for each of them in a bit. I don't want to spend too much time on each title because there's a lot to go through here, and a lot of it has to do with, I'll definitely have to do future versions of my video. It was called, what was it called? It was called something like, not letting hype persuade my opinion, or something like that, Definitely want to do several parts of that. Several of these will certainly be in it, yeah. A lot of these movies I do like, but think about it, like, is it really the one you want to take out and pop in and rewatch again and again? In fact, a lot of these I haven't rewatched much, if at all. And that's not even, like, all those bags freaking movies. So I'm still going through my collection. And look, this is a lot too. So yeah, first thing, I'm gonna reveal a lot of my true feelings in this. For a lot of things that I'll definitely expand upon when I do future installments of that video I did, where I can't remember the name exactly that I just mentioned. It was something like hype, whatever, not letting hype dictate your opinions. First is Deadpool for the PS4. I did a playthrough of this. That's gonna stay on my channel, of course. I can't remember if I liked the game or not. It was alright. It was a nice game. It was cool to do a playthrough of it. But this is rare, I heard, like, to get on physical media because of copyright and all that. So you can no longer get this you can't get it physically or online. You actually have to get this game pre-owned physical copy from someone else. So this will be worth a lot to someone, probably. Time will tell if I'll sell any of these at all. Hopefully I will, but yeah. Next up is and I don't know. I don't really remember if I like that game enough. Anyway, Deadpool. Yeah. Man of Steel. This two-disc Blu-ray. I got it in 2013 for Christmas, actually. And this movie is weird to me because there are times when I watch it and I absolutely love it. There are times when I watch it and I think, oh, it's alright. Inconsistent. I don't know what it is, But yeah. Plus I do have it on DVD. This includes the DVD. as well, but I did get this, which I never showed you guys because personal reasons I took that video down. It was another update, kind of like a ghost physical media update, but I did get this like 5 film pack DVDs that included Man of Steel to Justice League, not Zack Snyder either, to get on DVD. I have that. I got that in 2021. So that's why I'll sell this. Yeah. This is a great film. Up next, Prisoners. This is another Blu-ray and DVD combo. It is a great movie. And what I'm going to do is take the DVD out of this and just keep it as a loose disc. Put it in a CD holder folder. Great. Do you guys remember the hype for The Amazing Spider-Man 2 back then? The hype was unbelievable. I was following all the news back then, man. I was 15 years old in 2013. Amazing Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2. What does this image mean? What does that image mean? For some reason, I couldn't admit to myself that, wow, that was nowhere near as awesome as it looked like it was going to be. Not even close. It's like, what the freak happened? What the hell happened? You know? And it's called Rise of Electro here. I didn't even know that. I knew that when I got this Blu-ray, but yeah. I have mixed feelings towards Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. It was cool to see him again in No Way Home, but like, I loved the first one in cinemas, and then when I got it on Blu-ray, we'll get to that immediately after this, actually. And I never watched this particular Blu-ray. It's been in there since January 2015. Hell, look. I still have the receipt. Holy crap, I didn't even know this was still in here. What a surprise while filming. Let's see. This shop doesn't even sell Blu-rays anymore. Doesn't even sell physical media anymore. You see it? Why won't this cunt focus? Trying to show you where it says 4th of January 2015, because that's when I got it. I'm looking at it through the fucking thing's not showing up. Sorry, I don't usually swear too much in real life. I mostly swear in text, so yeah. Next up, and I'm already taking longer than I would like on these. There's so much more. I just said we were gonna get onto it. The Amazing Spider-Man, the first one, 2-disc Blu-ray. $40. Did I really pay that much? I got this back in 2012, actually, when I was really getting back into movies after being obsessed with wrestling for the longest time. I saw this in cinemas, loved it, and then I don't know what it was. I watched it on Blu-ray, and it just, what the hell happened? This is a beautiful Blu-ray case, though. It does look beautiful, and the blue looks uniform with him. But 2 discs. That's so rare, because, you know, Blu-ray just hold up a lot of space, so that's why, it's so rare to see a 2-disc Blu-ray, like, we got 2-disc DVDs a lot, with special features being on disc 2, but, you know. And this is a comic book that came with the Blu-ray. I'm keeping that for myself. I don't care, man. This one obviously wants to be talked about. I can't remember if did I talk about this in my thing? Anyway. The Last of Us, PS4. Most overrated game of all time. Okay, I will elaborate on that in a future video I was talking about. But I appreciate my grandmother for getting it for me for my 19th birthday when we went to shopping together. That was an awesome day. Captain America: The First Avenger. Same deal as Prisoners. I will take the DVD out for myself. Sell this. The Truman Show. Now the Blu-ray of Truman Show is actually quite rare in New Zealand. So I got this in 2015. I never watched I watched the film, but not the Blu-ray. This particular Blu-ray copy of mine. Yeah, now that I think about it, it's an okay movie. I don't love it that much, it's alright. It's alright, But, yeah. This was shrink wrap, too. It would have been worth a little teeny bit more if it was shrink wrap, but that's alright. It's the disc. Never watched the disc. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Again, same with the DVD. I'll keep the DVD for myself. Honestly, my favorite Mission Impossible film, along with Dead Reckoning. Now, possibly some controversial territory here. I loved dressing up as him for Halloween. But, I think I finally admitted to myself, I never got into this film, to be honest. The Crow. Brandon Lee, rest in peace. Amazing performance. It's alright. I mean, I love that, I love the character of him. And I know Brandon Lee, died while filming. He got shot by accident while filming. But, dang, I feel like he doesn't have enough screen time in his own movie, even though he's the main character. We spend so much time on the supporting characters who I find dull as shit, to be honest. A lot of the gang members and that little girl's mother. Him, the cop, the main character, cop, and the little girl and the main villain. Those are the only characters we should have focused on that much. Not give every single character equal screen time. I swear. I would have liked this much more. That great soundtrack, awesome character though. I love his character. Just not enough of him, man. And he's the main character, which is so bizarre to say. I know. Transformers: Dark of the Moon, got this in 2011. Again, keep the DVD for myself. Sell the Blu-ray. I believe I talked about this in one of my recent videos. Mad Max Trilogy. I never watched this. I opened it, never watched these. I watched the first one online back in 2015. I watched Mad Max Fury Road. I watched this disc a few times. Boring, dull, ridiculously overrated. I am very happy to get rid of these, honestly. Godzilla. Again, keep the DVD for myself. X-Men First Class Steelbook. Now, I swear to God, I stepped on this as a kid. They see some little bumps there. Even a little bump in the thing. Can't really see it on the video, but you can see it in person. But, yeah. Great steelbook, beautiful steelbook. But I do own this film. Well, I got this back in 2011, so I own this first, and then I got the X-Men collection, which I love, and this obviously includes that. So I'll sell that by itself, and this does have Blu-ray and DVD and digital copy. Remember those? Digital copies were so much better than Ultraviolet. Seriously. Because that was actually a playable video file that you get for your film. Ultraviolet, streaming, internet required bullshit. So this should be worth a bit. Oh, I forgot this one. This one I'm thinking about keeping. I'm kind of lukewarm. I watched it once. I was really excited to watch it, and I was like, that was alright. That's all I felt about it. Black Sheep. This is a New Zealand horror film. And I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this cover as a kid, or poster, it scared me shitless. I'm not even kidding. I thought this was so scary, man. Far out. But it is New Zealand cinema. Obviously, I'm proud of my country. I love my country. Proud to represent it. But I don't think I really enjoyed this film that much, sadly. But, yeah. Oh, this might piss people off. So be it. The Grey. Bored out of my mind. Alright, just being honest. Dull. Alright. And now this is the part where I finally realized I don't think I'm that big of a Deadpool fan. Well, I liked him before the movies. Like, I thought he looked cool. And I loved that Venom Deadpool controller that my uncle got me for Christmas. Not a controller, the controller holder. That's what that is. But the movies, and I'm kind of over Ryan Reynolds too. Although I don't think he should be cancelled for what the hell, for some interview he did with a kid or whatever. That's bullcrap. Leave the dude alone for that reason. But, yeah. Deadpool, actually this one I might keep. I still think it's the best one. Honestly. This I might keep. Deadpool 2, it's alright. I love the red cover this came with though, and I swapped it with the John Cena Greatest Rivalries Wrestling Blu-ray. I haven't watched the extended cut. Maybe I should. Once Upon a Deadpool, I appreciate the effort in this. I appreciate that they were trying to see, what would a different cut, what would a PG-13 cut of Deadpool look like? I appreciate that. And, ironically, it's rated R in New Zealand. R13. Yeah. Okay, some more here. These might get me in trouble. I don't care. Now these ones, this is a collection of movies that I do like, but now I'm like, boy, do I really need to own that? Really? Batman Anthology. Contains the Tim Burton Schumacher Batman films. I only watched this at least once, and that's only because my cousin wanted to watch it. So, I do like these movies. I like all four of them. Yeah, even Batman and Robin, sue me. But, I don't know if I want to keep it. Is that something you really want to rewatch again and again? Yeah. Next up, this is a beautiful slipcover. The Hobbit, Unexpected Journey. I think this film is really underrated, actually. And but the reason I want to sell this is because I would rather have the complete trilogy in a single set, to be honest. That's all. But that is a gorgeous steelbook, and this is Blu-ray 3D. I never got Blu-ray 3D player. That was way too much to ask for customers, and it's still too much now. With 4K, you have to have a 4K TV and a 4K player. For this, you have to have a 3D TV and a 3D Blu-ray player. I like the film though, and I wish I could have experienced Blu-ray 3D for real. Maybe in the future. I don't. Do they even still make Blu-ray 3D? Far out. And another one that I need to do for one of those videos. When I say one of those videos, I mean the not letting the hype type videos. Okay, I'm sure you understood that at this point. Shazam. I'm gonna be honest. This could have been so much better. It was such a fun trailer, and the movie itself, especially the parts when, like, that part when they're, like, shouting at each other from far away from each other or whatever in the air. I mean, they got that from Kung Fu Panda 2. Or Kung Fu Panda got it from someone else. Either way, that's a joke we've seen before. Far out. Most overrated superhero movie of all time. Actually, both of these two. So, you know, these next two are superhero movies in contention for most overrated superhero movies ever. Avengers Endgame. I definitely want to talk in depth about this in one of those videos. I don't know why people like it so much. Especially after freaking Infinity War. That was amazing. Logan. I spoiled it for you guys before I showed you the title. Everyone was like, yes, we're finally going to get R-rated Wolverine on film. Slicing and dicing. Yeah, we get that, but I should talk about it more in one of those videos. But well, my brain's running, so I'll still bring it up in one of those videos in the future. Yeah, it has lots of graphic violence, but like, they're like quick little spurts of blood spray. I don't want quick little spurts. I want it to be spewing everywhere. Yeah, I'm sadistic as hell. So what? We all are. So, again, appreciate my grandmother getting this for me for my 19th birthday, along with The Last of Us. And, actually, when she was getting this for me, I saw her at the counter from far away. There was this lady right behind her, and I asked my grandmother about this. She did not remember at all. I wonder if she said something rude to my grandmother. Because of the way she was looking at my grandmother and the way my grandma kind of looked away, it was like that. You know, sadly, unless my grandmother remembers eventually, that might never happen. But yeah. But last batch over here. I should move these over here instead of oh, I got a main event thing for this. I wasn't planning on that, but okay. All right. Black Sabbath Paranoid documentary. Got this for my 13th birthday in 2011. I watched it once, I think on my birthday. Never watched it again. I liked it. I love Black Sabbath, love Ozzy Osbourne, but there's probably a sign to sell it. Alright, these three, the Then I have a co-main event. Alien. So freaking boring, honestly. Then I'll sell this. Yeah. Dallas Buyers Club. Good movie. Is it really one you want to keep in your collection forever? That's what I'm saying. Drive. Another dull, overrated movie. I'll talk about this more in one of those videos. But, yeah. Great soundtrack, though. And Ryan Gosling has a cool jacket. This one might get me in trouble, but hear me out. And I might need to include this in one of those videos as well. Every season of Breaking Bad on DVD. It took me a while to admit to myself, I don't think I ever really loved it that much as I always thought I did. I mean, when I watched the first 3 episodes, I thought it was amazing. I was like, holy crap, I'm so into this. Like, and there's freaking 5 more seasons after this. I found the first season immensely amazing. And then I think I definitely spoiled a lot of the future episodes for myself. Like, I already knew Gus gets his head or face blown half off in the last season. I knew Walter dies at the end. I knew a lot of spoilers because I think I just got so obsessed with the show that I spoiled it for myself. Sadly. I think I love watching and listening to videos discussing this show as opposed to actually watching it. I might give the show like a 7 out of 10. If I'm being real about how I feel. But we'll talk about that more later. But the main event thing for this anti-haul. Apocalypse Now. Sealed 3-disc collector's edition. Imported from the UK. Now, I do love this movie. But now I'm like... But I found out it's worth, especially sealed, like $100 at least. And it's like, I love the movie, but maybe I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't have gotten the collector's edition. Maybe I should have gotten the... Honestly, I can make do with just getting a regular version of this movie on DVD, honestly. The Redux version. Yes, I actually prefer the Redux over the original. So this could give me some serious cash far out. That's gonna be my first ever anti-haul. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm your boy Mark. I don't know how to end this, and I need to upload this, so thank you guys for watching, and be nice in the comments, please. This is all just my opinion. Much love.